Okay, so we are live. So, good afternoon and welcome to Children's Yoga. So this one is ideally aimed at ages 4 to 7, so those from reception year to year 2 at school. But it's okay for children that are slightly younger or older to join in with us if they would like to. So today we are doing something that I'm sure, being so lovely and sunny and the Easter school holidays, we would all much rather be doing, which is going to the beach. So obviously at the moment we can't go out to the seaside itself, but we are going to bring a little bit of a flavour of the seaside into our yoga practice as we visit the beach on our seaside adventure. Okay, so we don't need any extra equipment today, just your mat if you have one or a soft space to practice, and remembering to remove the socks so that we're not slipping about. If anything feels at all uncomfortable, remember you can always take a rest or adjust yourself a little bit to find a more comfortable position. So we're going to start by finding a comfortable seated position in our practice space. So that might be sitting with your legs crossed, or maybe you prefer to be up on your knees. Using that golden thread to enable you to grow a little taller through the crown of your head. And we'll start by taking 3 deep breaths together with the chime. Each time we hear it, breathing in through the nose to smell the flower, breathing out through the mouth to blow the dandelion seeds away. Lovely. So we're going to begin to warm up into our bodies and stretch them out, ready for our seaside adventure. So starting with the hands together in front of your heart, we're going to stretch our arms out wide all the way up to the sky, and then bringing them back to heart center. Reaching the arms out and up, back to the heart. See if you can add in the breathing in to reach up, and out to come back. Once more. Lovely. Then you're going to take the hand that you would normally hold a pen in, and you're going to pop it on your opposite knee. Put the spare hand on the floor behind you. You're going to sit really, really tall, and then begin to twist to the side towards that hand at the back. Lovely. Take a big breath in and out. As you slowly come back to the front, swapping sides, putting the other hand on the knee and your writing hand on the floor behind you as you sit really, really tall and begin to twist towards that back hand. Take a big breath in and out as you slowly come back to the front. So now we're going to imagine, just using a little bit of the seaside in our warm-up, that we are either a mermaid or a merman sitting on a rock. So you're going to take both legs off to one side, sitting up really, really tall. So this is your lovely mermaid or merman's head. Sitting nice and tall, keeping one hand down on the floor. The other hand's going to come up high, brushing through your hair. Or if you're a merman, you might prefer to gently shave off your beard. Lovely. Now our mermaids like to rock and roll on their rock, so we're going to bring a hand onto our knee. We're going to begin to gently rock forwards and backwards over the bent leg. So this is helping to warm up into those hip muscles. Lovely. So forwards and backwards. Super. Once more. And then we're going to spin our legs round to the other side to see if you can pick them up and take them all the way round without touching those toes down. Lovely. Keeping that hand on the floor, beginning by brushing out that mermaid hair, or perhaps shaving off that merman beard. Lovely. Bringing the hand down onto the leg. So you begin to rock your mermaid or merman backwards and forwards on the rock. Wonderful. Couple more times, really warming up into the hip. Super. Now from there, bringing both hands to the floor and coming up onto your knees. So we imagine our back is like the waves of the ocean as we allow the belly to come down, lifting the head and chest to look forward. Then flowing back the other way, rounding the back up towards the sky. Belly down, head coming forward. Push away the ground, rounding the back. Once more. Super stuff. So coming to hop up onto your feet now. We're going to take a couple of rounds of sun salutations to complete our warm-up and celebrate this beautiful sunny weather that we're having. So standing towards the front of your mat, nice and tall. Beginning to gently circle the hips from side to side. Sun salutation, dance for the sun. I can do it, you can do it, we can do a sun salutation. Hands at the heart, stretch up high, way to the sun. Hang down low and tickle your toes. Step those feet back, just like a frog. Belly on the ground. Look up at the sun. Now downward dog. Nice big breath here. And breathe. And again, breathe. Hopping all the way to the top. Just like a frog. Hand down low and tickle your toes. Stretching all the way up high. Mountain pose. Ready to go again. Stretch up high and way to the side. Hand down low and tickle your toes. Feet jump high, just like a frog. Belly all the way to the ground. Look up at the sun. Now downward dog. And breathe. And breathe. Hopping to the top. Just like a frog. Hand down low and tickle your toes. Way to the sky. Mountain pose. Lovely. So standing nice and tall as you take a big breath in. And out. In. And out. Super stuff. So we're now all warmed up and ready for our beach adventure. So the first thing we need to do is make sure that we're protected from this lovely sunny weather. So we're going to pop on our sun cream and our sun hat. So you can imagine you've got a big tube of sun cream in one hand. And then you're going to tip it up and squeeze it out onto your hand. Lovely. Pop that bottle down. You're going to grab that sun cream. You're going to start right on your face and begin to rub it over your face, out across your shoulders, down over your chest and ribs. See if you can even reach the back of your body too. Continuing to rub and bend down as you rub both legs on the front and the back, down to your toes. And I think we might have even forgotten our arms. So as you come back up, make sure you rub out one arm and the other. Lovely, lots of lovely sun cream. Then we're going to pop on that sun hat. So stretch up really high to get it down to the cupboard. Then pop it on your head. Excellent. So now we're ready to begin exploring the beach. Now one of my favourite beaches is down in Cornwall. And on that beach, out on a little island, is a really beautiful lighthouse. So we're going to make ourselves into a lighthouse, okay? So taking those feet about as wide as your hips and really plant them down, growing nice and tall through your head. Then we need to float those arms up, bringing the hands together to make that lighthouse tower on top of you. Now that lighthouse has a nice shining light, which we can imagine is coming from our heads. Our heads can be the light bulb. As we begin to twist and turn to send that light out, so slowly turning on the spot in one direction, keeping all those boats out in the ocean nice and safe. And then turning back the opposite way, not too quickly because we don't want to get dizzy here. Wonderful. Coming to a standstill, then floating your arms back down. So also something else that you see a lot of at the beach, particularly in Cornwall, is surfers on their surfboards. So we're going to imagine now that our mat or our practice space is our surfboard. We're going to practice our surfing. So you're going to start by turning sideways on your mat and walking your feet out nice and wide. Other way, honey. That's it. So your feet are really nice and wide here. So you've got a big triangle under your legs. Face the camera, darling. There we go. Okay. So from here, we're standing nice and tall. So you're going to turn one foot, your left foot, towards the short edge of your mat. So you've got a nice long line in your legs. Bending that knee as you find your balance on your surfboard. Bringing the arms out nice and wide, looking at that front hand. And then gently beginning to sway as you surf over the waves. Rocking backwards and forwards. Wonderful. And see if you could find your balance right in the middle. Standing nice and steady and tall. Big breath in and out. Wonderful. So keeping those arms out nice and long. I'm going to see if we can jump so we end up facing the other way on our surfboard. So we're going to pick up the feet. Bending the opposite leg this time. So that one there. Looking towards your front hand. So you find the balance cruising over those waves. Gently swaying backwards and forwards. Wonderful. Coming to find that still steady position in the middle. Looking over your hands. You take a big breath in and out. Lovely. Soften the arms back down. Whilst you're out surfing, you might be lucky enough to see a beautiful dolphin swimming in the waves. So we're going to see if we can make ourselves into a dolphin fin, coming down onto your knees and onto your hands to begin with. And then instead of having your hands under your shoulders, drop all the way down onto your elbows. And then just like in downward facing dog, we're going to tuck those toes underneath. And then lift our hips up towards the sky, making that dolphin fin. Really concentrate on lifting the hips high. This is really strong on the tummy muscles. So take a big breath in as you can. And out. And then softly bring the knees all the way down to the floor. Wonderful. So, now we've done lots of surfing, we're heading back to the beach for a little bit of a chill out. One of my favourite things to do on a lovely sandy beach is build a sand castle. So to do that, we're going to need to imagine that we've got a bucket in front of us, a really big fancy bucket, okay? So we need to fill it up with sand. So get a hold of your spade in your hands. We're going to dig up some of that golden sand and fill the bucket. Couple more. That's looking pretty full. We're going to give it a little tap down on top. Then we're going to have to pick up this great big bucket and flip it over. You ready? Pick it up. Put it over 3 taps down. Wonderful. So we're going to lift that bucket off really slowly like it's really heavy. And then pop it down to one side. So whilst that is quite a good sandcastle, I think we could make an even better one by using our bodies, okay? So for this, we're going to need to hop up onto our feet. So we need a really big sandcastle. Take those feet a little bit wide. Turn your heels in and your toes are going out diagonally. Then pop a big bend in your knees to make a good firm base on your sandcastle. Wonderful job. Bringing up your arms to the side to make beautiful castle turrets. Just notice where you're feeling a stretch in your body as you take a big breath in and out, and again in and out. Straightening up the legs. Then you're going to see if you can hop your legs together so that they're nice and close, because on top of our castle we're going to put a really lovely flag. So we want those legs to be glued really tight together to make a flagpole. So you grow tall through the top of your head. Then take your arms out to one side to make a flag. Perhaps it might gently sway in the breeze. And then flip the arms over to the opposite side. Gently swaying in the breeze. Lovely. So releasing the arms down. And I don't know about you, but after all that surfing and sandcastle building, I might be feeling a little bit peckish. So it'd be a really good time to have an ice cream. Now, I can't give you a real ice cream through our computer screen, but we're going to imagine that we're about to have a really delicious ice cream. So you need to make yourself into an ice cream cone. So you're going to stand up nice and tall. You want your feet together. Standing tall, take your arms out wide so you're a big open ice cream cone, ready to receive your ice cream. Now have a think about your favourite flavour of ice cream. You can even call it out loud if you want to. What's your favourite ice cream flavour? Fudge flavour, lovely. So holding your arms up like a cone, I'm going to come over and I want you to imagine that I'm popping in an ice cream scoop. And when you do, you're going to bring your hands on top of your head to close up your ice cream. So let me give you your fudge ice cream. And then whatever your favourite flavour of ice cream is, I'm going to give you a big scoop of it now. Okay, so closing that cone onto your head. You've got a big scoop of your favourite ice cream. So now we're going to add on some sprinkles and sauce. So to get our sprinkles, we're going to give everything a good old shake. Shaking out the legs. Ooh, shaking those favourite sprinkles on top. Coming back to your nice steady ice cream. Then we're going to squeeze on our sauce. So squeeze your arms in, squeeze up really small like you're squeezing a sauce bottle. And then jumping back up high into your ice cream. Lovely. So now we need to eat it all up. So we have eaten up now our delicious ice cream. So now we've had time for our refreshment break. We're going to visit the rock pools. And again, down in Cornwall, they've got some beautiful rock pools on the beaches. And I know we have some here in Hampshire too. So we're going to imagine that we're exploring in our rock pools. So come to sit down on your bottom for a moment. So something you might see in amongst a rock pool is some little pinchy crabs, okay? So to make our crab, we're going to sit on our bottom and bring our feet flat onto the floor. Bringing your hands just behind you. And then using all your strength, you're going to push down into your hands and into your feet. And lift your tummy up towards the sky and even looking up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can walk a little bit like a crab. Maybe stepping sideways just like crabs do. Wonderful. So if you've wandered away from your mat, wandering back over now. And then lower the bottom down. Just give the arms a little shake and a wriggle. We're going to come into our rock pools and see if we can find some oysters. So for our oysters, they need to have a top and bottom part of their shell. So we're going to bring our feet together just to make that lovely diamond-shaped shell at the bottom of our oyster. And then sit up nice and tall through your body. Now, oysters protect really beautiful pearls inside. So maybe you can imagine a ball-shaped jewel inside your bottom shell. As you bring your top arms up over your head, bring the hands together. I'm going to take a big breath in, grow taller. As you breathe out, fold forward and close up your oyster shell. Breathe in as you open back up. Breathing out to fold. Once more, breathe in to open. Breathe out, this time fold forward and close that oyster shell shut. Take the hands onto the feet and fold your body and head in as far as they're happy to go. Pause here for a big breath in and out. Slowly coming up to seated, and then rolling on to your back. Because sometimes in amongst the rock pools you might find little bits of seaweed. So from here on your back, stretching your legs up to the sky and your arms up to the sky. And then gently swaying your arms and legs from side to side, just like seaweed. And maybe see if you can take your arms and legs the opposite way to each other. So as the arms go one way, the legs go the other. Careful of your balance here, moving slowly and gently. Wonderful. Coming to stillness in the middle. Draw those knees into your chest and see if you can rock yourself back up to seated. So now we're going to go for a little swim in the sea. We're going to imagine it's a gloriously sunny day and the sea is beautifully clear and warm. We're going to practice moving our arms and shoulders in different ways to practice our different swimming strokes. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to start with a front crawl. So for this one, we're going to circle one arm over and then the other. So really working into your shoulders. So you circle the arms over and forwards. Great job, everyone. Lovely. So we're going to head back the opposite way, doing our backstroke. So try and keep the arms as straight as you can as one comes over and then the other. Wonderful. Okay, bringing the hands together in front of you. Turn them over so the backs of the hands are touching. We're going to have a practice at our breaststroke. So take the arms forwards and away. Then circle out and round. Forwards and round. You can do it with the breath. Breathing in and out. In and out. Once more. In and out. Lovely. Bringing those hands back down to rest. Stretching your legs out really long in front of you. Make them nice and straight. I'm going to do some floating up and down, just like the waves flowing in and out from the shore. So sitting up nice and tall, rest your hands down on your legs. I'm going to take a big breath in as you sit up nice and tall. As you breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, rising up. Breathe out, fold. Up and down. Notice how your breath sounds like the waves at the sea. Once more. Coming back up. And then heading over onto your knees. Sinking down into rock pose. So you can keep your knees together. Or you can take them a little wider as you curl up into a ball. Just like a rock or a pebble on the shore of the beach. And as you notice the sound of your breath flowing in and out, just like the waves on the shore. Imagine the sensation of water washing over you, flowing in and out. Allow your rock or pebble to roll over. As you come onto your back, make your legs back into that diamond shape. So the bottom of the feet are touching one another. The knees are resting out to the side. Then bringing your arms over your head, do the same with the hands. Make them into a diamond shape as your elbows come out wide. And from above, imagine how you might look like a kite flying in the sky as a child beneath you holds the string and your ribbons dance in the breeze. Then bring the bottoms of the feet, those soles of the feet down to the mat with your knees pointing upwards. And coming back to the idea of the waves as you gently take your knees from one side to the other. A couple more times, easing out through your back. Slowing down and stopping in the middle as you make your way into relaxation. So laying on your back, spreading your legs out long, your arms down beside you. Find a comfortable, symmetrical position. Hop on a blanket if you wish to use one. Allow yourself to become completely still and calm. Allow the eyes to close. As you imagine you're laying on a blanket on a soft, sandy beach. As you lay here, notice the temperature of your body. Is it cool or warm? As you imagine getting up to walk away from your soft blanket on the beach, strolling along, have a good look around and notice all the things you see at this beach location. The colour of the water, the colour of the ground beneath your feet, everything around you. Notice how the surface feels beneath your feet as you walk. Is it sandy or stony? Soft and smooth? Or hard and rough? Notice the sounds you might hear around you at the beach. The waves, people playing, the seagulls squawking. Noticing any smells around you, the fresh sea air, perhaps the smell of fish and chips or ice cream. Spending a few more moments exploring this seaside location, taking in the sights and sounds, the feelings, and the smells. Beginning to wriggle your fingers and toes. Very slowly bringing yourself up to find a comfortable seated position. Growing tall through your body. Use that golden thread to lift your head a little closer to the sky as we take 3 rounds of breath together to close. Each time we hear the chime, breathing in and out. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. As the goodness in me sees the goodness in all of you, we bow our heads to one another. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining us this afternoon on our seaside adventure. I hope that you got a little flavour of the beach in your yoga practice this afternoon. If you have any questions, any comments, please do either type them in the comments box or feel free to send us a message afterwards. We will be back again on Thursday afternoon at 1:30 for a half-an-hour space adventure. So think planets and rockets and aliens and all that kind of thing. So that's ideally aimed at Key Stage 2, ages 7 to 11. But again, if you're slightly younger or older and you wish to join in, even if you're a grown-up, feel free to take part with us. So we look forward to seeing you then. Thank you once again for joining us this afternoon. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again on Thursday. See you later. Bye-bye.